Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not relevant.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy, do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy there.
Got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
No, I'm not Peyton Ansley John Milton. I'm the agent authorized to represent Peyton Ansley John Milton as written in all capital letters.
Thank you. And as to Mr. Milton, is your accountancy concerned, or
I am not represented by anybody besides myself. In my sovereign capacity, appreciate you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did have an opportunity to speak to him. I read him the reports.
Who is him?
Don't interrupt.
I read him.
You just stay quiet.
Thank you.
I read him the report so that he will understand the charges against him. He didn't wish to hear anything more about his rights, and he does not wish to be represented.
Alrighty. I think, please correct me if I'm wrong. Welcome, by the way. Good morning. Britta? Were you first in chat? I didn't watch. I opened it up and then I got distracted by something, squirrel or something. Hopefully I got this right. Oh, Britta was second. Who was first? Let's see. Oh, C. Chinny. Hang on. Is it, congratulations, C. Chinny. There we go. Okay, I'm sorry, Britta. I accidentally outed you and it was not you. C. Chinny, first in chat. I believe that's where we are. Welcome. Please come and take your seats. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I'm the Recovery Addict. It was a tie. Let's do sudden death, says Greeters. C. Chinny. I'm not sure if I think this is your first time winning. Congratulations. Now you know that it may not have been a win. It's all good. Okay. It may not have been a win. It might have been a loss because winning has a punishment, and we're going to send it to you to internet ownership. So, Sichini, congratulations. Thanks for being first in chat. You broke the silence. You broke the law, and as such, I'm going to send it to you to internet ownership for the morning. It's a short stint, so it's of all the ones to lose. I guess this was the one because there's not a big sentence associated with it because we're going to have a little break and we're going to go live again later in the day when trial starts. But nonetheless, it's an important job and it's yours to do. So keep us up and running. We'll be happy. Melissa says, I don't ever want to win internet ownership. You say that now, but one day you're going to come in here first and you'd be like, man, should I? And you will. And it just happens. It happens. It's an impulse thing. Okay, let's see. We have Ashley, 10 months. I'm one of the people. Love it here. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you very much. I love that you're here as well. Kim R says, woohoo, 10 month. Yay, losing my courthouse today, but head to Aruba tomorrow. Aruba, man. You and the court clerk's family, all on vacation. Thanks, RA and mods, for all you do. Thank you. The mods, Kim, you are not wrong. The mods do incredible work. Thank you for all they do. Let's see. We have a couple things. Chats aren't showing on screen. That's because I don't push the button right. I have one job on this end, and it's to push a button, and I apparently failed to do it. Let's see. Oh, that one works. It's my birthday tomorrow. Says we gob. How do I pronounce your name? Just Wegob? Is that all? I'm guessing because of your profile pic, because of the little the curses over the mouth and the angry face. I'm guessing this last part of your name is different. I don't know how to pronounce it. Give me a pronunciation guide, please. All right. Let's see. Janice, member for 10 months. Morning, everyone love it here. I also lose courthouse. No, don't lose courthouse. Don't lose courthouse. What will we do if everyone loses their courthouse? Then no one will know where to go for court. All right. Did anyone see that Shannon Smith is willing to take Jennifer Crumbly in to stay at Shannon's guest house? Really? I still need to talk to Shannon. I owe her an apology, but that's interesting. I don't know how that would happen with her sentence. Did something happen that I missed on that? Because I thought she pretty much is getting sentenced to a long time. Love this channel. Last part is a swear word. Okay. I thought it. So it's Wegob Shaiti. Is that? Or Shy T? I just can't say it. I can't. Wegob. Thank you very much. Gail Pet, seems like yesterday. Love it here. RA mods in chat. 13 months, Gail Pet. Congratulations. You're over that year mark. All right, we have fun stuff to do. We have fun stuff. Yes, she's supposed to be in jail. Of course, she'd like to be out, but she's supposed to be in jail because she was convicted. Okay, Debbie says Shitey. Shitey. Okay, I'm going to try to say it. Wegob. If I have to sing it the birthday song tomorrow. Oh man. Dr. Butter, hang in there. I like your confidence you'll be back, but the I'm dying part I'm worried about. All right, we have sentencing April 9th. Okay, that makes sense. Apparently your name is not Joe and you don't work in a button factory. I don't even get that reference, Karina. Is that from a movie or a book? Melissa says, my son says he's wearing a leotard to dance today. He's going to dance with us for the birthday song. We have to do that. We have to do birthdays. So I guess it's time. Everyone's had an opportunity to alert the authorities as to their birthday status. Debbie Wilson, my pronunciation isn't coming through. I'm trying to telepathically get it to you. Okay. Thank you. I'm intentionally getting it wrong. Rhymes with kite. No, I can't get it. The first syllable rhymes. There's something with Koberger happening today, a hearing on the defense surveying prospective jurors. Oh my goodness. I want to ear to the door on this one. We might pop in and listen. This is the defense hiring a call center to call prospective jurors to say, hey, what do you know about the trial? And can we send you some information? I mean, they didn't say the last part, but they were fishing to see if it would be impossible to find a jury in this area. And they're doing this for the very intent of petitioning a judge for a change of venue. And they might get their hand smacked today. Kiki D gifted a membership. Good morning. Thank you very much. That one went to Carol. It's time for the song, says Greeners. There's a song that happens along here. Oh, is that the Charlie with the button? I will give you my actual name tomorrow. Thank you, Wegob. Otherwise, it will just be Wegob. I'm just saying. All right. Apple River trial is wild. Yes, unfortunately, video of people getting disemboweled might not go over well with the powers that be. Okay, Buffer, there we go. Sharon, thank you very much. This service you do every morning, it cannot be praised enough. Thank you for assembling the birthdays and putting them together for someone as simple as I to be able to understand. Appreciate your great work you do here. Let's see. Laura, Melissa, happy birthday. Debbie Wilson. I mean, happy birthday, everybody, but I didn't, I was talking to Melissa earlier and I didn't realize it was her birthday, so that's why I'm saying that. So Laura, Melissa, Debbie Wilson, Tim, birthday yesterday, we'll catch up. Franny, Orpheus, Fur Baby, all have birthdays today. We can sing to all those. That's doable. I say we because I'm answering for all of you. This is not me singing to everyone. This is you joining me in singing to everyone. And even those who have a birthday, you have to sing because you're singing to other people. You got to sing to other people. So we're going to do a little warm-up. La, 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 la. It was a slower one, but I just felt that it was appropriate today for some reason. Melissa says I got called out. Woot, woot. All right. So, yes, we're going to sing to Laura, Melissa, Debbie, Tim, Franny, and Orpheus. Orpheus is a fur baby. I need to know if Orpheus has cat ears or dog ears. I'm guessing it's one of the two. It could be bunny, for all I know. It could be bunny ears. Lungs clear today. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fabulous. Although I forgot to put the one of the pipe pieces on the piping and the ventilation. We need to open the windows and vent things a little bit in here because upstairs, yeah, it was bad. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Sophia also. Sure, it says Sophia as well. So let me see if I can do this. I'm going to say, oh, I can't. Copy, paste, and then copy, paste. Look at that, Sharon. I did it. I did it myself. Look, I put them all on the same list. I got it. Okay, so I don't have to retype everything. That'll save some time. All right, we've had warm-ups. Dancers are ready. I see the costumes are in place. Everyone's lined up as they should be. Remember, this is the best behavior. Okay, remember your parents are watching. Smile. Okay, we only get one shot at this. Here we go. All right, deep breath, shoulders back. Diaphragm, breathe in the diaphragm. Blend your voice with that of your neighbors. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Laura, Melissa, Pete, Debbie, Wilson, Tim, Franny, Ophias, and Sophia. Happy birthday to you. Oh my goodness, that was a bit much. It was a bit much to fit in one verse. Sort of used the shoehorn there at the last bit. So Franny, Orpheus, and Sophia. Oh, Siofra. Why did I say Sophia? You've got all the letters right, but except for the R. Happy birthday, Siofra. My apologies for getting the word completely wrong. Shifra. Okay, so it's one thing if I pronounce it wrong without reading it right, but if you pronounce it differently than how it's spelled, I struggle even worse. To everyone who's having a birthday today, happy birthday. Dancers did a great job, as always. Those Irish names, they get me every time. Wonderful. There are a million places you could be and a million people who would like to celebrate your birthday with you, I being one of them, but you chose to be here with us, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's Irish, says Kate. My son says for my 50th birthday, he's going to buy my husband the pink nightmare to wear. Oh. Is that, I'm not sure if that still qualifies as a gift or a curse at that point. Let's see. How do you pronounce Matthias? Oif? I don't know. I don't pronounce that, Mathis. I don't. Everyone get your free pancakes at Denny's if it's your birthday. Enjoy. You deserve it. Thank you very much. Let's see. It's a gift for me. Okay, it's a gift. That is a good thing. Tell him thank you. All right, we are... We need more consonants. Who said that? Needs more consonants. Too many vowels. Somebody said I'd like to buy all the vowels, and that's all they had. Happy birthday to everyone who's celebrating. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you have a wonderful day. I literally faded out like 3 seconds before the song was over. I'm sorry. I just noticed that on the countdown. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. I have one job to do and I do it poorly. All right, I have a question. Before we go any further, because we actually have something to watch this morning, just briefly, and we're going to do some catch up from trial because there was some audio that was bad because the cameraman did uncameraman-like things and left the audio off for a little while. So I've gone back in the Zoom feed where we can rewatch that. It's not the prettiest thing to look at, but we can see everything and we can catch the part we missed. It's not earth-shaking. I've already pre-watched it, but I wanted to give that to you just so for the rule of completeness. We want the best evidence and completely presented. Quickly though, looking at the thumbnail, which has been it's just a work of art. It really is a work of art. We'll have this up on the thumbnail for when we go live this morning, this version or something very close to it. But there's just, I don't know how you guys got the barbed wire fence to go between the legs of the ladder. I mean, this is like next level editing. Just incredible. We've gotten the mustache on the star now. The new sign for the jury questions looks great. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's see. There's keep off the grass. A keep off the grass sign is new. There's a barbell, a cow with weights. I don't know. Maybe that's a fence. I'm not sure. I haven't zoomed in yet to look at that. There's a lot of stuff to look at, and so we'll do that probably later today. The B-roll moved up onto the side of the little deck, the gazebo thing. Lots and lots of stuff up there, and I've clicked on something on accident. I need to stop clicking. There's my mouse. There we go. I'll click off of it. Barbells in honor of Jeremy. All right, Steve. Thank you. Now you can copy and paste all the birthdays. You won't need my assistance anymore. No, Sharon. I need your help. Samantha, wonderful as well. One of our incredible mods. Between the two of you, tons of heavy lifting on your part. So thank you. I appreciate that. I invoked the rule of completeness. I did. We're going to have everything on this. Let's see. Allison said, this is better than my social team in Canva. We have like top tier talent is putting this together. I kid you not. They are gifted, and I think it even follows the principles of feng shui. I mean, you look at this, it doesn't seem off balance in any way. It all makes sense. The scale's great. It's wonderful. All right. Let's see. Anything else? I don't think we're going to go much into that more. I do have to say, for some reason, when I look at it, it shows up as an MP4, which is a movie file, and I have to convert it to a PNG to download it. So one of the elements that somebody put in there is literally a video file. So they were taking a screenshot of a video file. I'm not even sure how to make it play, but there's something in there that's maybe I can actually see that. If I make it big, is there a play button somewhere? I wonder what it does. I don't know. Maybe it's audio somewhere. But it's right up here. It's 16 seconds long. We're going to give it a go. It's playing. I don't see. Oh, it's doing like a screenshot of everything. Please stay off the grass. We've got all sorts of. Okay, it's just playing through. That makes sense. All right. Up top on the right. Thank you, Steve. I didn't see anything moving. It might be like maybe the Red Hot Chili Pepper is dancing in the background under the gazebo. I don't know. That could happen. I was covering that with my picture. But all right. Let me do a quick explanation of what we're about to watch. Let's see. Let's go right over here. Audio on. Okay. So yesterday we had an issue where, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was right after the first break during the morning, so the first half-hour break, we came back, the camera turned on, our Mrs. Kelly was still on the stand, and she was being questioned by the prosecution. And that this is the part where she's, being presented with all these transcripts of or reports that seem to disagree with what she said at other times. So during that time, we lost audio. And so I wanted to go back and listen to that because, it was a spicy bit when we broke for the break, and I wanted to get that. It's not the most spicy, but it's going to look like this. So it's a little weird. We have 4 cameras all in one. It is a Zoom feed. Let's see, I'm not sure.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. We can bring in the jurors, please.
So this is how the court provides the Zoom feed, which is bizarre. And everything's got this massive timestamp across the bottom, I guess, to sync it up. But you can see in court, which is nice. So if we have any court watchers, Laura, if you're there, maybe we can see you there in court. There's Mrs. Kelly coming in the back door. Drops off her purse. On the defense side, doesn't want the prosecutors to steal it. Like they stole her phone, allegedly. She goes to sit down. As soon as they do, they call the jury. What? Stole phone? Mrs. Kelly testified that the police took her phone without a warrant. And then they asked her for the password. She gave him the bird. I mean, she said no.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. The record will reflect the presence of all the jurors, counsel, and the defendant. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, before I forget, for your planning purposes, the lawyers have some work to do this afternoon that
This was
will
yesterday.
really help with the presentation of the evidence of the case. So we're just going to be recessing this afternoon at 4 p.m. All right? You can continue with your examination of the witness, Ms. Hunley.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So this was right after the
Mrs.
break.
Kelly, I think we were talking about, we had just finished talking about your statement to Detective Ainsa.
Ms. Hunley, I'm sorry. I think the witness is having a little bit of a difficulty hearing you, so just keep your voice up, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you hear all right?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Yes, I was just
I think we were
ignoring her.
talking about how many men you had reported to various officers. Is that right? Is that where we were before the break?
I believe so.
Okay. And in addition to Detective Ainsa, when you talked to Detective Ainsa, you actually told him what color clothing the men were wearing. Is that right?
I don't remember.
And you didn't tell Detective Ainsa they were wearing camo. You said they were wearing tan. Is that correct?
They were wearing what?
Tan.
If I told Detective Ainsa they were wearing tan, then they were wearing tan because I can't remember now what color it was. It just wasn't important.
You wouldn't disagree that you told him tan. Is that right?
What?
You would not disagree that you told him tan.
I will not. If I told him that, then I probably had a better memory of the color then than I do now.
You also said that your husband was at the kitchen counter. Is that right?
I'm
Just
sorry?
a little while ago, you said that your husband was at the kitchen counter, correct?
When at the kitchen counter?
When your husband was having his lunch, you said that he was at the kitchen counter, correct?
Correct.
And do you remember, and isn't it true that you told Detective Ainsa that he was at the kitchen island?
I don't recall the island, saying island, because he was not at the island.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 16, page 10, line 6, counsel.
The kitchen's
Could you
double
take
the
a
size of
look
my
at page
bathroom.
10,
You can be at the
line 6?
island and the counter at the same time. Oh my goodness. While she's reading this, I cannot believe how many of you have contacted me with pictures or saying, I'm going to try that sandwich. What, Steve, Greeners, a couple of you made a good faith effort already to try this, the mayo, peanut butter, and pineapple sandwich. I need videos of this. It's crazy. I was not going to try that. I don't like pineapple unless it's on pizza, which is the only place pineapple should be.
Isn't it true that you told Detective Ainsa that...
I told Detective Ainsa, according to this, that there was a kitchen island. I don't see in there it said he was standing at the kitchen island.
And Mrs. Kelly, I'm sorry to have to remind you of this, but if you'll let me finish my question, it'll make Denise's life a whole lot easier.
And she's already missing her vacation.
I'm going to read to you specifically what you just read then, since you don't agree with that. And Detective Ainsa asked you, how far were you from him? And you responded, how far? He was in the kitchen at the island. And I think I was in the living room, I don't know, playing with my cat. Is that what this said?
That's what it says.
Okay, so tell me when the audio clicked back in, because it all sounds familiar to me now.
Now, you also spoke to Ron Martinelli, the defense investigator, on March 9th of 2023 about this incident, right?
Yes.
It was just a few weeks after this happened, correct?
Yes.
And when you talked to him, you also told him that you saw two men with large brown backpacks and rifles, correct?
Yes.
And then after that, on July 5th of 2023, you had a deposition with me, correct?
Yes.
And on that date, you said you saw 2 men, but that you only saw 1 rifle, correct?
No.
I think this was about the time that the AZ called the courthouse and said, "Hey, tell the cameraman the audio's not working. Let's see if somebody comes in. Watch that back door. See if somebody comes in to tell the cameraman the audio's not on." Kitchen Island is a counter. It is. And they're 3 feet apart.
What's been marked as State's Exhibit 27, page 85, lines 2 through 7, Counsel.
Josh, welcome back to your cabinet courthouse, and thanks for gifting someone else as well.
If you could look at lines 2 through 7.
This is from yesterday. This is the wife of the defendant.
Sorry? The deposition? First one.
You know, this isn't a terrible view of court. At least I don't get an ulcer thinking that the cameraman's about to zoom in on something we shouldn't when watching this way.
And Mrs. Kelly, during that deposition, is that where you said that there was 1 long rifle between the 2 men?
No, ma'am. I just said they were carrying a gun.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. These clips are...
Here, ma'am.
Take your clip with you.
And did you specifically say they were both dressed alike, they had tan clothing, they had huge brown backpacks on their backs, and they were carrying a gun, a rifle? I can't say what kind. It was just a long rifle is all I know.
That's what I said. They were carrying a gun.
And you said 1 gun, though, correct?
No, not 1 gun, 2. Each man had a gun.
It wasn't like one person had the front and one person had the back.
And you do agree that you said tan clothing in the
Yes, I did.
deposition? And I know it's hard, Mrs. Kelly, but if you could let me finish my question, it really will make things easier. If you'd let me finish my question before you answer. I know it's really hard. We don't do that in normal conversation.
I know.
And then in a later deposition on February 15th, that's when you told me both men had rifles, correct?
I told you both men had rifles. I do not remember the date.
Okay. Did we have another deposition on February 15th of this year?
Yes.
And during that deposition, do you remember telling me that both men had rifles?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
See, there's the cameraman getting up and adjusting something and then sitting back down. So this is where audio started. Okay. So now we're all caught up. Anyway, this
I'm going to show you a slide and you tell me if this accurately summarizes what we just talked about, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that part. Okay. So all right, that's what we heard. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot. But I wanted to give you that part just to make sure. That is available. I mean, for the whole trial, we have the entire trial in that view available. Unfortunately, it's not available until the following day. So like that was just posted by the court just after midnight, like 7 hours ago. And we're basically at the end of the day, they start uploading it. They have crappy internet service there. Really bad. And so it's been uploading basically all night, and in the morning it's good to go. So we can't watch it live in this view, but if we ever need to go back and get something or understand what happened the following day, we can do that with this. So just let me know. And for those that are curious or want to watch this themselves, let me just give you a quick heads up. I mean, I'm not the gatekeeper to all wonderful information, but I'll try to show you what we have. Let's see. There we go. It's right here. The channel name is Santa Cruz, Arizona Superior Court. Right here. Santa Cruz, Arizona Superior Court. And they post the videos, and it's by date. So they have this is trial day 7. They have PM, and for some reason PM and AM sometimes get shuffled around in order. So you want to go to like videos and the latest. And the latest shows morning, and then was the afternoon, and then there's an afternoon, and then there was a morning. So you make sure you're watching the AM PM thing in order. But they've got basically the entire trial this way. So with some parts in there where they just pause the screen. And anyway, so for those that wanted something like that, that's available out there. All right. Anything else? Anything else we had to go over this morning before we get going? I'll stick to RA says Greener. It's all right. There's good stuff out there. I'm just trying to tell you. Let's see. We've got things happening today. There's a couple things. So we've got the Brian Koberger. If somebody could give me a little bit of the details on the time, like the time zone and the time that Brian Koberger is going to happen, because that's something we could pop in and use, because Judge has his own YouTube channel that we can grab. So we might take an interruption and then watch that live while it happens, because I'm very, very curious about the Koberger case and what's happening there. Let's see. Day 7 there. Young Thug is still going. Karen Reed has a hearing, right? Brandy Churchwell is going to be covering the Karen Reed hearing today. So that's going to be great. She was on yesterday, and thanks for the tips yesterday. She was on yesterday with Melanie, sort of going over the evidence thus far in the case as far as what we know. Are you going to put the Chad Daybell trial on Top Market Media? I'm working on it. The files are huge. I have all the jury selection files so far, and I'm prepped to record the trial, because the way the judge is doing it, if you don't record it right when it happens, it's gone. It's like it's poof. It's off in the netter, and you just don't get it. And I realize there are a couple people that are posting it, but I'm taking it and I'm cutting out all the breaks so that it's just the content that you want to watch, and I'm going to be posting it. I've got about 150 gigabytes of files so far, and they haven't wanted to play nicely. So I'm going to have to break it into smaller chunks. I can't do 8-hour chunks at a time. So I'm going to break it into 4-hour chunks and see if that will upload that way. Let's see. What's the score, the dollar update on Maya? That is right here. Let me take your message off the screen, though. Julie, we're looking at just under, well, in 2 days we'll be at 4 million. It's always fun if you want to watch this and try to guess when the 4 million is going to happen, and then be there to get a screenshot. It's really cool when that happens. Oh, ooh, guess what? Sorry, just got to notice that I play in the stock market. One of my gambles might be going up today. Never know. Might make $1. Anyway, so that's the J-Hatch issue. I think they have mandated mediation by tax day, right? It's by April 15th. So we'll see what comes of that as it goes up. When is 4444? Matthias, you're just gonna have to figure it out and be there. It's gonna be there. Apple River, I'm looking at doing that. If we do, we might have to edit some parts out. And normally I don't like editing for content because we like to observe things as the jurors see it. But in rereading the YouTube guidelines, I think I'm okay showing it. And we know that big channels get away with showing it, but I'm a small channel. And if the YouTube algorithm, for some reason, based on what somebody says in chat or what I say or what the robot decides when it views my content, it could be very, very detrimental to the channel. So I want to play very safe on that one. It's still a possibility, but I've just got to look and see how to do it with a little delay and possibly have to edit a couple things out because it's quite graphic. Josh Hushings, thank you very much for the super sticker. Josh, you're amazing. Thank you. Let's see. It's not easy to blur the video. I'll tell you that. It's not something I can just hit a button and change the focus like the cameraman can. When I'm dealing with a digital signal and through hardware, I'd have to do an overlay. I might be able to do it. But the problem is when I do that, I get a ton. I wish I could tell you. I get a ton of pushback on email and on the burner phone about how we're adults and we can handle it and everything. It's like, it's fine, but YouTube won't allow me to do it. If I show you it, then it bans me and I'm gone forever. So it's something I have to weigh and consider carefully. All right. Any info on Farag? I have not heard anything. I have not checked either. But can you hit a button and show us the picture of a literal apple tree? I could do that. We could cut away to something else while keeping the audio going. Penn, I'm up to the challenge. That's what I'm saying. I'm up to the challenge to do this, but I just have to make sure. I probably need to only focus on that and nothing else. I can't have like 2 other cases going in the background or recording other things. Somebody will probably end up making a slasher movie out of the trial. That's how it sounds like a slasher movie. Man. It's bad. All right. Thumbnail is Apple River would have a great thumbnail. It might have a really good thumbnail. All right. So here's what we're doing. We've got to we'll keep our ear to the ground for Brian Kohberger. We've got obviously Chad Daybell. They're just waiting to start up there. Looks like they're live in about an hour or so. I think 20 minutes or so it should go live. We have Karen Reed's going to be happening over on Brandy Churchwell's channel. So I highly recommend you watch over there. She's done an amazing job with her podcast specifically about that trial. And she's covering the Reed hearing. We can portal over to her this morning for that. That's going to be an incredible. If this trial goes forward, which I still think it's going to be called off at the last minute, if it goes forward, it's going to be a circus. It's going to be amazing. Let's see, where's Brandy? There she is. Boom. We'll portal to her after we're done here. Let's see. Anything else we need to go over? We're going to start here at 11:15. So we start in an hour and 45 or an hour and a half. Is when court starts here, and then we're going to obviously keep an eye for everything else. We may just plan on it. We may pause this one and go live to Brian Kohberger if that turns out being spicy. And because it's something the defense is getting their hands smacked on, I want to be there for that. I think that'll be good. So, anything else? Did I miss anything? Did I miss anyone? No? I think that's it. We'll see some of you over at Brandy's. Then we'll be back for court about 11:15. We have a podcast tonight at 8 p.m. We do. I need to talk to Weather Watch about that. Good luck on the bathroom. Not doing anything on the bathroom in between. I'm just going to be working on some court stuff and paperwork. Brandy on the Cup of Justice podcast. And with Melanie Little. All right, we'll see everybody in a little bit. Content overload today. It's one of those days. It's a good day for a true crime lover. All right, tonight when you go home, please hug the people you love, smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better, and please stay safe until we go live again in about an hour and a half. We'll see you over at Brandy's. In the meantime, for an update on the Karen Reed trial and that hearing that's happening today, buckle up, right? Hashtag buckle up, as the DUI lawyer would say. Larry. All right. Thank you. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Good to each other. Bye.
Address another jurisdiction.